Everybody, it has been 1 week since I posted my last video. I have been doing the experiment listening to my gut, but it's been a while since I posted the video because I was going through a reset. So last week I was in several medicine ceremonies. I actually had 4 ceremonies in 2 days or 3 days. I was specifically working with grandmother and grandfather, for those of you that know what these medicines are. This is not my first time. I've worked with these medicines quite extensively and they've really helped me. But this was a very new experience for me because this is the first time that I was going into this medicine ceremony, not with really a question about um, who or where I was, but really going deeper into myself. And I really think my gut healing experiment has been helping me because I'm communicating more with my body and feeling more safe in my body. So, during the ceremony, in preparation, I had to fast. And I did a pretty extensive fast on the day, the first night of the ceremony, and it really cleared me out. Now, for anybody who's worked with these medicines know that grandmother does clear out your digestive system. You definitely release from both ends. You don't have to, and I don't actually usually do that. And it's the release can come in many different ways, but for a lot of people, it's in that way. And it was really interesting because what I find is that my body is not really hungry when I take medicine. There's a lot of people who do experience hunger and they can't wait to eat again because, they've been fasting and their body feels hungry. For me, what my body craves are fats, coconut, coconut water for hydration, coconut meat for the fat, because I think it helps soothe my nervous system. We were fed the most incredible vegan food. I mean, this chef was just out of this world. I mean, you know me, I'm really particular with food and I create a lot of really good food. So when I say this chef was really out of this world, it was amazing. She cooked with so much love and so much technicality, layering of flavors. It was incredible. And to be able to feast on that after ceremony was just an incredible experience because I nourished my body with the food that it actually craves all the time. The miso soup was incredible and it reminded me how much I really need miso in my diet. My gut was so happy, and the fresh made hummus was incredible. I found it interesting because I gravitated towards gluten bread, which is something that I don't normally do. But again, I think it was the comfort. That was an interesting aspect, looking at, the emotional side of it. This wasn't the body side that was craving the gluten so much. It was the emotional side, that comfort food, really enjoying that comfort. Um, some of the other food was like, soups with cabbage and giving those prebiotics, and my body loved it. All the fruit and fresh vegetable. It was incredible. And since coming back, it's really kind of helped just reset, everything that I personally love to eat and enjoy. And it's been reminding me of how happy my body is with this kind of food. And I've been really good with, sticking to what my body likes. What I found really interesting is that it's also now starting to crave more fermented foods. Now, I'm really big on fermented foods and I usually eat a lot of them. But lately, I really haven't been, for no other reason other than I just haven't had them around. And I realized how much I am craving those fermented foods, and fermented foods are one of the best things for our gut microbiome. So my body is speaking to me. It is telling me what I need and what I want. And I am having to balance this against the comforts of my ego. This reset over the weekend, I really went into some deep, dark parts of myself. I went into my childhood, my early childhood, and I saw a part of myself that I had never exposed myself to. I had closed my heart down to myself in that way. It was me as a child, as 2 or 3 years old, and I was just screaming, 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 screaming inside my head. Now, I grew up with a lot of abuse and I grew up with a lot of trauma. And I was not really expressing it. I think I was a difficult child. I think I did scream a lot in general. And I think that was my expression out to the world. But there was a lot of screaming going on inside my head. I felt very alone and very insecure and unsafe and unloved and very scared. And I realized how much of this has transmitted to my daughter. You know, she has these feelings inside her and she doesn't know where they're from, because she does receive love and endless love from us. And, you know, she feels a little shame and guilt for feeling that way because she knows she receives so much love. And it was a really eye-opening experience for me to be able to feel her and feel myself, because you know, I'm recognizing the scars she's carrying from me, and this is why I do the medicine work, to help release and, you know, reveal these things so that I can transmute them and let them go. And, you know, so there's that part of me that's resetting through all of this. I realized how strong I am now to be able to feel that pain within me. I mean, it hurt in my body so much. And you know, as I was releasing these stories and shaking and going through all of this emotion in me through these medicine ceremonies, when I finally went to the bathroom and I released down, sorry if this is too much information, but what happened was I felt like I had just purged it all from my body, and I was able to create a new me. And in that creating a new me, there's a part of me that's seeking comfort from things that I sought comfort from before, which can be food, because this is what's ingrained into us. It's not necessarily what my body needs or what my microbiome needs, but it's like what my ego old system is asking for comfort, you know, just to feel a little bit secure. And so, you know, what are those things for me? It's like chocolate, you know, things like that. Maybe some comfort food of some sort, but I haven't really been craving comfort food. If there's anything that I've been craving, it's bread. And so I had some bread yesterday, and I can tell you it felt good during eating it, but I could definitely say that I probably ate too much of it, and there is a limit. So again, it's about learning how to soothe and eat more consciously so that I'm not indulging in a way that hurts my body. There's nothing wrong with, you know, being conscious and eating consciously, but to overindulge or to maybe just eat because there's a craving for more, when you know you've had enough, you know, that's when we need to stop, and that's what we need to be more cognizant, and that's what I need to be more cognizant about. All right, so this was a quick update. I'm going to start posting daily updates again. I just had to take the week to reset myself, to reset my mind, to reset my grounding. And, you know, I've been recording and, I mean, like writing, handwriting, my experience. I know this is quite a journey. It's quite a journey to learn to listen to my body in this way, and, you know, to really allow you know, plants, you know, whether they're medicinal plants or plants that I'm eating for food, you know, all of this to work with me and communicate with me. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.